So I'd love for them to hear from you. What are some of the principles of building relationships with investors to get them to trust you, to get them to give you their money, and to get them to trust that you're going to invest it wisely for somebody who might be looking to either raise capital on a bigger scale or is starting small like I did. And, my first 100K was from my brother who just gave me 100K. Like that was that. What is your advice for someone in that situation?
Absolutely. I think I wrote down the first three things that came to my mind. By the way, I'm not saying they're the best things. They're just the first three things that came to my mind. First one is honesty. I'm always honest. I never oversell beyond what I believe in, right? I might, but if you actually talk to me on a deal, I'm always jumping up and down about like the next big deal because I believe in it and I love it because I understand the market. Always researching the market. I know what's going on in the economy. I know what's going on at the Fed. I know the industry. I know what other deals are going on outside of our group. So I can compare. So I know if a deal is good or on market. If it's a bad deal, I kill that very quickly. And I provide honesty. If I truly believe something for someone, I tell them. And I have done that so much and so often that I am blessed. I am truly blessed that I have investors right now that will call me and they go, I don't care who your partner is. I don't care what the deal is. I want to know what Ramu thinks. Ramu, where should I invest? When I started, it was 25,000, 50,000. Now I have people who call me. I've built very strong relationships with these investors. $100, $200, $300, $500,000 of their family's hard-earned money. Ramu, you tell me where to put my money. There are certain investors where I've earned their trust. Outside of their 401k, all of their money is with me. I mean, where I've directed it and helped them deploy it. That trust doesn't come easily, comes with honesty and knowing the market. So that's one. Second is building a relationship. You've got to get to know these people personally. When I'm like, hey, let's get to know each other, people are like, oh, I have this investment and that investment, and I like this, and I don't like those investments, and I'm like, that's great, but I don't care. I want to know about your family. I want to know about you. I want to know what you value. I want to know what you do on your weekends. I want to know who you are, and I want you to know who I am. I want to know what I've done, how I do things, what my value system is. Because if you're going to do business with me for a lifetime, then we have to know each other. And I tell people all the time, I do not care about any one deal. I'm in this relationship for a lifetime. I don't want your $50,000 today and then you think it's a bad deal. I want your $50,000 to deploy and then you get 100 grand back, and then I want 100 grand. Oh, and then your new 50 grand you just saved, I want that too. And then when we double that, I want your 300 grand, and then that's going to turn to 4, and then 800, and 1 million, and 3 million. Until you retire, I want to be your guy. I want to earn your trust. So if I'm going to turn you away, then that's okay because you're going to come back to me. I have turned investors away where they'll call me and they go, Ramu, I want to invest in this, which brings me to my next point, which is risk profile. I understand the level of risk tolerance each investor has, and I have an excellent gauge of how much risk every deal has. And I say, this deal is attractive, but it is above your risk tolerance. No, Ramu, you don't understand. I want to take this risk. No, you don't. You take my money. No, sir. Why? You said this on that deal, and the deal that we talked about 6 months ago, you said no to because of these reasons. This deal has the same or higher risk associated with it. You don't understand that, but I do. I only want your money if you're willing to take that risk. You're closer to retirement. You have a lower investment, amount. You don't have a total. For example, people who have less to invest try to take higher risks. I don't let them do that. I'll be like, nope. If you lose your principal, you got nothing. We can't do that. I'm not going to take your money. And they're frustrated in the short term, but they come back because they trust me. The next part I would say that has come to my mind is good deals. I only offer good deals. And a good deal is arbitrary. Anything that's a double-digit return per year, I think is a good deal. Now, I say that tongue-in-cheek because Sometimes I give advice to our students. You can offer 6%, 7%, 8%, because I know, Sam, you've taken loans from people at 6% interest rate, and they're happy to give you the money because they think they're getting a big deal off of you. Man, if
It's
I
better than
went
0% in a checking account.
exactly. So if you can talk to people who have just money sitting in a bank account and you can offer them 6, 7, 8%, always, always, always offer them more than what inflation is, and you will have their attention. Also, make sure that you can hold their money long enough to make a good return for them. I hate it when people come to me and they're like, I want to pay you 6% annual interest for 3 months. I'm like, did you just offer me to pay like a 1.5% return on my money for this deal? Like that's so like don't insult me and never call me again. You know? Don't insult your investors. Offer them a real deal. Bite the bullet if you have to. Here's something else. I always get paid last. I never take out of my investors' money. Only after they get their principal back, I will touch a single dollar. The deal structure is very, very important. In fact, Sam, we have 10 points on how to pick a deal and a deal sponsor. I have worked very hard to create this. My dad has been doing this instinctually for many, many years. It
Yeah.
took me 6 months to put it into writing. Are you interested in me sharing those 10 points very
Yeah,
quickly?
sure.
All right. I'm going to pull this up right now.